All right, it's time for another spirit chat. It's been a while since we did one of these, about a year. For anyone not familiar with these, I'll be using an SB7 spirit box, which is nothing more than a small AM/FM radio that has the ability to sweep through frequencies very fast. And it's in between the white noise of these frequencies that spirits are said to manipulate to be able to produce electronic voice phenomenon, or EVPs. Now, we've gotten some pretty crazy replies before, and typically they're not audible until I play it back in editing. So most of the time, I will not be able to hear a response. If I am able to hear a response, I will say something to indicate that I have heard the response. If I do not, then it means that I did not hear it at the time. Now, the SB7 Spirit Box is noisy. There's really no way around that. The radio is plugged into a small Bluetooth speaker, which is next to the microphone that I'm speaking in. Now, I don't do a lot of these for many reasons. I think this is our 8th one over the years. The first being that spirits don't always tell the truth. If they do give answers and it's very clear, I don't expect it to be honest. They're a lot like people in that you can't always believe what they're telling you. Second, a lot of them tend to be angry or even hostile. The dead tend to not want to be disturbed, and they can get a bit grumpy when you call them up. You don't like to be disturbed, I don't like to be disturbed, and so I don't like to disturb them, at least not often. Which brings me to the next reason. It's a lot more work, in a lot of ways, because I'm going to have to cleanse the room that I'm doing the session in, if not the entire house. And I have a smudge stick right here next to me to assist me with that. The one time I was lax about it, I had a lot of issues afterwards, including being put in the hospital, which I could have died had I not gone. So I'm definitely going to be banishing and cleansing. But aside from that, it's also just a lot more work in general when it comes to the editing. Because not only do I have to do the session, I have to listen through it for the responses, and then put on the screen what I think that I hear. You may hear something completely different. And that's fine. If you do, leave them in the comments below. And I'll go back and listen to it. And lastly, do I believe in the spirit box? Do I believe in EVPs? Yes, I do, because I don't see how, especially the longer sentences and replies that you get, can span across multiple frequencies in such a rapid sweep rate. So there is something to it. That said, I have not really found any practical purpose for it, because they're often angry and do not tell the truth. So I've yet to find a real practical application for it, other than just having a spirit chat once in a while. So that said, let's not waste any more time. Let's just jump right in and see what's happening. Spirit chat number 8, September 23rd at 1:21 p.m. Which really isn't the best time for these in the middle of the day, but it's the time that I have. I will have the lights in the room off and a candle burning. I had gotten a reply when I first turned this on that I wish I had a recording at the moment that said, first of all, I'd like to, and it was a woman's voice. All right, so I'm positioning the microphone to be able to record this better. All right, I might have to lean in to be heard. I'm going to get the candle. I heard something, but I don't know exactly what it was. I'm going to take my headphones off so I can hear better. Spirits, come forth and speak to me through this device. Let your voices be heard. And come in peace. Spirits that wish to be heard, come forth and speak through this device, and let your voices be known. Is there anybody here with me? What is your name? I heard something, but I couldn't make it out. I ask again, what is your name? Oops, I'm hearing. I'm hearing something, but I'm not making it out. It's not that clear. Speak as clearly as you can, please. Okay, so I'm going to move the SB7 right now. I'm sorry, I heard something. What did you say? I couldn't make it out. But I know there's something there. I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please? Would you prefer a faster or slower sweep rate to be able to speak? Fast or slow? Which is easier for you to use? I heard something again. It didn't sound like fast, but I could be mistaken. The replies are so quick that unless they're absolutely crystal clear, it's very hard to make them out. What? It sounded like he cursed me out. Did you just cuss at me? I asked for only peaceful spirits. If you're not peaceful, then you need to leave. Okay. Hello. Welcome. How are you? Oh, I thought I heard fine. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Hello? All right, so I'm going to lower the sleep rate. try to cut it by half. I heard something there. Maybe to allow more things to come through, give it some more time. All right, so, again, what is your name? Thought I heard Mark. Okay, Mark, who do you believe is going to win the 2020 election? People want to know. Trump or Biden? I heard something, but I didn't quite make that out. Trump or Biden? Who do you think is going to win the election? Or do you know who's going to win?
He is Trump.
I thought I might have heard a Trump in there, but I'm not sure. Again, it was very, very low. There was other responses, but it wasn't Trump or Biden. I'm seeing if I can get some polarization going, get some more chattiness. So what's the next big event that's going to happen? What's the next big event that's going to happen in 2020? Does anybody know? What's coming up in the timeline? Spirits, are you there? November. Okay, so I want to try calling forth a specific spirit. I want to call forth Scott Thomas. Can you come forth, please? He was an old friend of mine and drummer in my band back in the day. Scott, are you here? Scott, hey man, are you here? If you are, try using this device to speak to me. Can you manipulate the frequencies to audibly speak to me? Scott, are you here? If If you were here, say something that I would recognize as coming from you. Hello? See, I'm not hearing anything at the moment. So I'm going to try moving the spirit box again.
He has.
Is next year, 2021, going to be any better than 2020? I thought I heard no. How long will COVID-19 last? Will it be a problem next year?
Everyone.
All right, so I'm moving the spirit box, and I am moving myself and the microphone closer to the window because I seem to have better luck when the frequency is coming through clear. Unfortunately, this radio is very chintzy and it doesn't really have a very long antenna or anything, so it has difficulty picking up frequencies in a lot of spots. All right, I changed it to 150 milliseconds instead of 200. Spirits, come forth and talk to me. This is it, you won't... Hello? What was that? They always want to speak when I'm speaking. They always come through when I'm talking, and I always miss it. Hello? Would you like to come speak with me? This is the last chance you're going to get till next year. If you'd like to say something to my YouTube audience, please do so now. I heard two things, but I couldn't make them out. Female voice. Anything you want to add? I'm sorry I didn't have that great of questions for you this time. because unfortunately there's not a whole lot that I want to know from them, to be honest. I heard something. All right, well, I'm going to close this session out since nobody has anything to say. And I will talk to you guys next year. Last chance. The SB7 is actually hitting the boom arm for my microphone. All right, so all spirits must return now to your homes and habitations from which you came, harming none along the way, neither man nor beast, but are ready to come when called again, and peace be with thee. In the name of the Most High, Amen. Goodbye. Goodbye. No, goodbye. Must leave now. Goodbye. 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 In session number 8. All right, so I've extinguished the candle and saged the room just enough so hopefully my smoke detectors won't go off. Hopefully that will be enough and I won't have to do any more, but I will if necessary. That may be the weakest spirit chat that I've had so far, and I'm only saying that because I haven't listened through it, but nothing really stood out to me as in the other experiences that I've had. And I just don't know if I'm getting a good strong signal here. Where I record is right in the middle of the house, and radio signals tend not to come in all that well right here. But I have gotten decent responses before, so maybe there's something in there, maybe there's not. But there's a lot to comb through. Next time I want to take questions from the listeners, hopefully I'll remember to do so, because it's getting difficult for me to think of something to ask that I haven't asked already, which tends to make the spirits angrier because if you're bothering them, at least have a reason to. But that's enough for now. I have at least 25 minutes to comb through. And if there's anything interesting in there, then I will talk about it next time. Okay? And I will see you then. Take care.